Very good morning everyone student. So welcome back to another session of our video. So here what is our lesson chapter name? That is cell, the basic unit of our life. Here up to now what we have learned and what is our previous video. We have learned in the previous the difference between the plant cell and animal cell. We have learned, I have shown the diagram that what is the major difference between plant cell and animal cell. And write any two major differences means first the plant cell contains the cell wall, animal cell will not contain the cell wall. Plant cell contains the chloroplast where the animal cell will not contain. Now here in this video we are going to observe about the observing the cells in a leaf. Understand? But the cells in a dicot stem I have written. Understand? So no need to worry. It is a dicot stem. Whatever diagram it is there, dicot stem now. Understand? I have to show observing of the cells in the leaf where I am going to show you in the next after this explanation. Understand? So here you can see, take a stem, cut the stem very thin slice, put that if you want you can take the stem of the grass, then cut it a thin slice, put a drop of water on a slide, place this small thin slice of the stem of grass, then cover with the cover slip, and then when you observe, you can observe 4 different groups of cells you can see. Understand? 4 different group of cells. So I am going to show you 4 different group of cells. So the first group, which is the outermost layer. You can see outermost layer. This is called dermal layer. What is that, Nana? Dermal layer. So this outermost layer is called as dermal layer. Dermal layer. I am drawing here. Dermal. They have given group A. I am writing direct name. Dermal layer. Next, you can see there is another group of cells. I am drawing there. You can see I am keeping around circles. So these are called as the meristematic cells. They are actively dividing cells. Meristematic cells. Meristematic cells or meristematic layer, right? Or which the cells, better to write cells, which are actively dividing cells. Now you can see these are called as, this is group A. It gives protection to the cell plant, that is plant body, and group B is a meristematic cells. It is always dividing. It is living and it always divided. The cells will be always divided and is a group C. It is called vascular tissue. It's called a vascular tissue. Here you can observe 2 different types of tissue. Understand? This is called phloem and xylem. Xylem and phloem. So xylem helps in conduction of water. Conduction of water means it supplies the water to plant. Phloem, it contains the food. Phloem, it contains the food. So what is our topic, Nana? Now we are going to observe whatever there on the board. It is we are seeing a dicot stem under the microscope. Later we will see observing of the cells in the leaf. Observing of the cells in the leaf. So here what is? It's a dicot stem. Take a grass stem, cut very thin slice. Understand? Place it on the glass slide, put a drop of water and glycerin, cover with the cover slip, and when you observe under microscope, you will find that 4 different groups of cells. Okay, now 4 different groups of cells. So here I am writing group A called as dermal layer. It is helpful for protection. Group B, it is helpful to divide the cells. Group C, it is helpful for conduction of food and water. Group D, it gives stem. Understand? It is called as ground tissue. It's called ground tissue. So once again I am saying everyone, whatever diagram is there in our book, but in our book it is given the leaf cell, but the diagram is given as a dicot stem. So first I will explain the dicot stem, then I will go for the next observing of the cells in the leaf. Observing of the cells in the leaf. Understand? So we are having how many types of cells? Group Nana? Group A. It's called dermal layer. It is the outermost layer of the plant, outermost layer of the stem, and it gives the shape of the stem and as well as protection. So what is group A? Group A is a dermal layer or dermal layer. It is the outermost layer of the stem. It helps protection. Understand? It helps in gives the shape and protection. Now B2. Here you can see the major part of this is group B actually, but I am saying in a group B it is called meristematic cells. The actively dividing cells. Actively dividing cells. Now group C, they are having vascular bundle. It is called as a vascular bundle. It consisting of xylem and phloem. Xylem which conducts the water, phloem which conducts the food. Next is the ground tissue. In the ground tissue only there are various types of tissue helpful in the plant. Understand? So have you understood? So how many groups of cells are there? You are given in a group, but they are given in a types of tissues. There are 4 types of tissues which I am going to draw on the board as a flow chart, and I am going to give a particular function of that one. So let us see. So I am going to draw So let us see here in dicot stem. What are the cells? We are having 4 groups. Group A is called dermal layer or dermal tissue. It is the outer covering. It helps for protection and gives the shape of the cell. Protection of the plants. And it gives the shape. Group A. Understand? Here most of the chloroplasts are present. So helpful for the photosynthesis. Sorry, I said about a meristem. No, it is only present in the roots. Tip none. So group C is called vascular tissue, which contains xylem and phloem. Group D is called ground tissue. It gives the bulk of the stem. So here I am reading. It consisting of the first group A is dermal tissue and group B is a green stem portion. So more chloroplasts are present. So I said about meristem. So chloroplast is helpful for photosynthesis. Group C vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. Group D ground tissue gives the bulk of the stem. Bulk of the stem. Understand? Bulk of the stem. So this is about the dicot stem and different groups of cells. So these names are very important. What is a group A function? Group B function. What is a group C function? What is a group D function? Group A, group B, group C. So xylem, it conducts the water. it supplies the food. Supplies the food. It supplies the water. Understood now? So group A, group B, most of the part is green stem. So chloroplast is present. So whatever I said is sorry in the previous, it is not messed up. So group C, vascular tissue, there is xylem and phloem, conduction of water and supplying of food. Group D, ground tissue and bulk of the stem. Now we are going to see observing of the cells in the leaf. Observing of the cells in the leaf. Here you can see the leaf cells. We will take a tridacts or any other leaf. Understand? But in your book it is given a grass leaf. Take a grass leaf, cut in a small portion, just slice and place it on a grass slide. Then put a drop of water, cover with the cover slip and observe under the microscope. When you observe under the microscope, so whatever structures I am drawing, I will explain about the function also. So observing cells in leaf. So we are going to see this one. So first one, the outermost layer of the leaf is called as cuticle. Called as cuticle. Understand? So there are two dermis. Upper epidermis lower epidermis. Upper epidermis, lower epidermis. So the first one is cuticle. Upper epidermis, lower epidermis. Understand? So in between these two, the tissue is called as mesophilic cells. So they are called as mesophilic cells. I am drawing. There are two types of mesophilic cells. So we are having two types of mesophilic cells now. Some are grouped. They are long and they are arranged in a group. Now next one is irregular in shape. So these are called as altogether called as mesophilic cells. Can I write this side? I'll write this side. You can easily cover mesophilic cells. So altogether. So first one which are arranged in rows are called as palisade, parenchyma. This is called spongy parenchyma. Understand? So the outermost layer is called cuticle. Below the cuticle there are epidermis, two epidermis. Upper is called upper epidermis, lower is called lower epidermis. Understand? So in between upper and lower epidermis, the cells are called as mesophilic cells. So these mesophilic cells are two types, palisade parenchyma, spongy parenchyma. So in between you can see there is a structure. It is called vascular bundle, where we have seen in our So here This is phloem and this is xylem. So this is phloem. This is xylem. And here in this you can see in the mesophilic cells more number of chloroplasts is there. That is the reason leaf is green in color. So in group A, I will show comparison of the dicot stem and here leaf. Again I will explain, don't worry Nana. So okay, now here in stem, dicot stem, we have seen 4 groups of cells. Yes or no? In group A, we have seen the outermost layer and it gives the protection and shape of the stem. Yes or no? In the second layer, we are seeing there are more number of chloroplasts. They are green in color. So the stem is green in color. Most of the cells are present in group B. And in group C, we have seen that there is a vascular bundle. So the vascular bundle consisting of xylem and phloem. Xylem contains the water and phloem contains the food. Next we have seen about the ground tissue. Yes or no? So what is the use of ground tissue? The cells in the center, they are young cells. That means they are hollow and later they will mature. So here when you see the observing the cells in the leaf, we are take a grass leaf, understand, then cut it to a small piece, slice, thin slice, take it in a glass slide, place it in a glass slide, put a drop of water, cover with the cover slip. Then when you observe, you are observing these structures. First one, cuticle. So cuticle is the outermost layer and it covers the entire leaf. So it is very waxy. Understand? So below the cuticle you can see there are 2 epidermis. Upper epidermis, lower epidermis. Upper epidermis and lower epidermis. In between upper and lower, what is the function of epidermis? It protects the plant. It protects the plant. So upper epidermis, lower epidermis. In between upper and lower, these cells are called as mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells. These mesophilic cells are 2 types. What are they? One is palisade parenchyma, spongy parenchyma. What is the function of here? You can see palisade parenchyma is a long, narrow and they are arranged in rows. If you see spongy parenchyma, they are irregularly arranged. You can see the space here. So this space is called as A space. This space is called as A space. So here there are 2 types of cells in mesophilic cells, palisade parenchyma, spongy parenchyma. Palisade parenchyma, they are arranged in rows. Spongy parenchyma, they are irregular in shape. If you see in between these, you can see this structure. It is called as vascular bundle. Vascular bundle. These vascular bundle consisting of xylem and phloem. Already said here xylem and phloem. Understand? So when you see xylem contains water, phloem contains food. If you see lower epidermis, you can see so many interruptions, that is gaps are there. So these are called as stomata. These pores are called as stomata, which are guarded by kidney shaped structures. That means what we are observing in a plant, there are various types of cells, diversity, difference of cells, that every cell will conduct having different function. If you see cuticle, epidermis, upper and lower, and if you see palisade parenchyma which contain chloroplast, it is helpful for the photosynthesis. That is the reason in leaf the upper portion is more green when compared to the lower portion. You see vascular bundle. This vascular bundle is having xylem and phloem, and these xylem contain contains the water and phloem contains the food. And when you see the lower epidermis, these lower epidermis having a gap called as the stomata pores are called stomata. These stomata is useful for exchange of gases. Understood? So what we have observed here, diversity in cells, difference in cells because of different function. What is the function of these? Here they have a chloroplast and these chloroplasts helpful for the photosynthesis. What is the function of stomata? It is exchange of gases. What is the function of air spaces? The air will enter through these air spaces and reaches and helpful for the production of food. That means here what we have learned up to now, we have learned about why the cell is a basic structure of the life, and we have seen the cells of the onion peel, we have seen the cells of the cheek cells, we have seen the difference between these two, we have seen the nucleus which is present, understand, and we have seen the diversity of the cells in the plant. That means when you compare the dicot stem, you can see the arrangement of the cells are different but the function is same. Understand? So when you see the diagram of dicot stem, the round structure, you can see the vascular bundles are not middle and periphery, ground tissue, that is the tissue which are matured are in the middle. Understand? You can see the cells are, outermost cells are protected. Understand? You can see the ground tissue, that is which have more chloroplast in the side. Next of the dermal tissue, that means the arrangements of cells are different but the function is same. So we are having various types of tissues to perform different function. So in the next session we will see diversity of the cells in human. That means in animals what are the different types of cells are present and what are the function of the cells we are going to learn. So I hope you everyone understood these lesson very clearly. So what is our topic we have learned today? We have learned observing of the cells in the dicot stem, observing of the cells in the leaf. So when you observe the cells in the dicot stem, you will have group A. These cells are the outermost cells of the stem and it gives the shape and protection as well as the shape and protection. Group B, major portion of the stem is made up of group B cells and these are green stem and they are special cells which are chloroplast. And group C, these cells are the long and together joined together with two different tissues. So they are different cells, that xylem and phloem. Xylem contains water, phloem contains the food. Now that type 2, that is group D, when you see they are small hollow cells and they gradually they mature the cells. So here in the next activity, in the next class we are going to see diversity in the cells in animals. So in diversity of the animals we are saying why, because in an organism there are various different tissues. Yes or no? The different tissues perform different function. See, if I want to move my hand, what? My muscles are moving, my bone is moving. Yes, sir, I want to talk, I want to see, my sense organs are working, I want to talk, my voice is coming. That means here the different tissue perform different function. So what type of cells are present in this tissue? What are the different types of cells? We are going to see in the next session. So I hope you everyone understood this topic very well. So everyone be clear about your topic. So thank you so much for watching my video. Children, see here I want to say you some questions which are going to be asked. Up to now whatever topics we have completed regarding the examination pattern. That means generally what students will think that ma'am direct question no we can write, but when the CC model question paper 100% CC model question paper has been introduced in the previous year onwards. So from that every line of the textbook is very important. Understand? Na? So what type of questions they are asking? Who discovered first cell? Who discovered first? Robert Hooke. Who observed the organisms in a drop of water? Anthony van Leeuwenhoek. Understand? So which year does the Robert Brown discovered or observed the nucleus in 1830. That means what? Here the questions are being asked on over the scientist also. So this is an extra video I am adding you. Why? Because most of the students they are asking what type of questions, because you people are new to NS. Why? Because up to 7 you people have only combined the GS, the general science, and here the less CC pattern is given when compared to 8. So that is the reason I want to introduce the questions, means what type of questions generally they have been regularly asking. See now the first, they will ask, they will draw this type of diagram. Understand? So here you can see what, identify the parts. Identify the parts. What you will write? This is cell wall. This is nucleus. Now tell me, if nucleus, then you see another type of question also will be here. Cell wall is given. Understand? So identify the cell. Identify which type of cell it is. Which type of cell it is. Whether it is a plant cell or animal cell. Obviously it is a plant cell. Why? Because cell wall is present. Cell wall is present. Understand? So here you people have to be, one more point I want to add, prokaryotic, eukaryotic. It is been asked that if nucleus is present, if nuclear membrane is present, then it is called prokaryotic. If nuclear membrane is absent, then it is called as eukaryotic. Understand? Here once again I am saying, so what type of question? They will ask diagram based questions. Diagram based questions. The question will be given in a twisted form. Understand? He will give all the, he will give them Robert Hooke discovered first time he discovered the cell. Rewrite the sentence. Correct the sentence. They will give correct the sentence. Correct the sentence. That means here you can see that completely different. We know that Robert Hooke. Understand? Robert Hooke discovered the cell. Correct or not? Yes. He is the first person who observed and given the name cell. So what you will write? The given statement is correct. The given statement is correct. Robert Hooke who discovered the cell. So here people will get confusion. Man, Robert Hooke only discovered the cell. No. Why he said that? Again correct the sentence. Then the statement you have to write that yes, the given statement is correct. Given statement is correct. Robert Hooke who discovered the cell. Here if we given Robert Brown discovered the cell, then here the statement is wrong. You have to use the statement is wrong. Then the Robert who discovered the cell in 1665. Understand? So the questions are given in a different manner. Here I have drawn diagram. Group A, Group B, Group C. He will give diagram and he will ask to label the parts. So this is one of the type. And he will give all the apparatus and he will ask that by these apparatus which type of experiment will you conduct. Understand? So what is the use of glycerin? What is the use to tap with the blunt end of the needle? Because that if air bubbles should, if you got air bubbles, will tap it, then air bubbles will be removed. So while you are placing the cover slip, what is the need to place it carefully to avoid the air bubbles? That means here you people should get an awareness that reading, listening, reading the textbook, writing direct answer, everyone will do. When the CCA pattern is being introduced, everyone should understand what is a method to write. That means he is conducting a test on your IQ. That means up to what level you can read, up to what level you have understood. So children, I am saying every question. So I am introducing the CC pattern to explain you. Only 1 or 2 questions have been. So many types of CC pattern questions will be asked. So direct question will not be there in your examination. So I hope you everyone understood how the CC pattern is given for you. Thank you so much for watching my video.